If you're planning a trip across the pond next year, you might be facing an extra step before you take off.
Yes, it never gets easier. It only gets harder. The European Union is adding new requirements for a lot of travelers. Our Sonica Bargo joins us to spell it all out for us. Hey, Sonica.
Alicia, Valerie, EU countries and a handful of other European nations will now require an extra authorization to get in for short-term trips. Now, for U.S. citizens, this isn't something we've had to deal with for a while.
The first place I traveled outside the U.S. was the U.K.
My family's from Slovenia.
Kristen and Mark Jenko have always loved to travel.
We like seeing other places and how people live and the smells and the sights and the old architecture.
Most recently, a spring trip to Italy, the seaside town of Positano.
Every view you could have was like a postcard.
And Pompeii.
The quality of the craftsmanship of painting and sculpture is like outstanding.
But for frequent travelers like the Jenkos,
We're looking forward to traveling with our kids in the future.
visiting Europe is going to be just a little bit harder.
Beginning in 2024, the European Union is going to be requiring visas.
30 countries, mostly in the EU, are adding this new requirement for trips 90 days or less.
Generally, visas are required by countries to reduce the risk.
The good news, you can apply online, and approval could take just minutes.
I do TSA pre-check, so it seems kind of like that process, so I'm hopeful it will, it'll be relatively seamless.
The Jenkos say they are planning future trips to Europe.
I would love to go to Iceland. Our son really loves the Northern Lights.
As a whole family.
How does that affect kids and, how does that affect the whole process?
They say they'll just have to plan ahead. Experts say good idea and also recommend a travel agent.
Reduce the stress of the logistics so that you can focus more on enjoying your travel.
That's also something the Jenkos have in mind.
We had a really great travel agent to set up everything in Positano.
Now, we don't have an exact date for when this change will take effect yet, but we should know that by the end of this year. In the newsroom, Sonica Bargo, ABC 27 News.